Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no.
G'day folks, welcome to another C-Swift Brothers Juniors weekly wrap, proudly brought to you by ASN Cairns for all your supplement needs. At the weekend, Cairns District Junior Rugby League competition saw the club split over a few venues. We got underway with our 15s, 16s, 17s over at Jones Park on Friday night. Our under 15s coming away with a 24-14 victory over Suburbs. Made to work pretty hard for the win, but what that does is secure second place, equal second for the remainder of the season, and basically locks that in. They can't fall out of the four, so they've secured their finals position, which is wonderful news. But they'll want to hit their straps this weekend in the penultimate round. Our under 16s, unfortunately, going down to strong rivals, Edmonton. These two sides playing out the last couple of grand finals with each other. Edmonton taking the upper hand of late, and they come away with a pretty comprehensive 40 points to 10 victory. But with our position on the ladder, we are locked in at second, and despite results this coming weekend, can't finish any higher or lower. But again, we'll want to be hitting our straps as we head into the finals. In the under-17s, pretty scratchy performance, 14 all until about the last 15 minutes before we finally clicked into gear and scored a couple of tries to run away eventual 34 points to 14 winners. Discipline being the issue for Edmonton once they lost a couple of players to the sin bin for some outright stupidity, really. It allowed our players to put the foot to the throat, so to speak, and capitalise and come away with that win. Edmonton, they had everything to play for. They played really well until a couple of brain explosions from a couple of players cost them any chance of victory. But Paul Stevens will be pretty keen to make sure that he arrests that sort of complacency from his side when they hit the finals next week. And they've locked up the minor premiership. So congratulations, boys. Moving into Saturday, our non-competitives over at Kangaroos. Good day. Thanks to Kangaroos for their hospitality, hosting us on the day. Plenty of fun for all the little kiddies running around, whilst our 11 white side, under 12s and 13s, 14s all travelled down to Innisfail to meet a couple of different sides. Our under 13s coming up against Tully and running out pretty comprehensive 50 points to 0 winners, which keeps them in equal first with Kangaroos, and it'll go right down to the wire. We're currently leading that on for and against, so hopefully a win this weekend gets us that minor premiership. Whilst in the under 14s, a couple of strong performances. Last week, Mercy Rule over their opposition, backed up with a scratch match against the combined Red Lynch Mareeba side. Maybe reading a little too much of their own press through the week, heading the clouds, and quite accordingly had their bums handed to them by a really committed Tully side that played well as a team on the weekend. Unfortunately, our boys may be slipping into a few older habits, and a little bit of fear coming into some of their faces defensively, which isn't a great sign, but one that we're certainly keen to arrest. And back to the drawing board for our boys this weekend with a little bit of tackling practice. But what can't be forgotten is a side that finished 15th 2 years ago and 7th last year have wrapped up third position on the table this year in what is a really fantastic effort. So keep up the good work, boys. It's really been a great job. Moving into this weekend, final round of City JRL fixtures before the finals. So we'll be keen to get as many wins as we possibly can. All games over at Jones Park in what really will be a bumper Saturday, but they get underway with their 15, 16, 17s on Friday night at Jones Park under lights. Until next week, go the fish.